Good evening to all. Let us see in this video about global sourcing, the role of information chain and supply chain. So, what is global sourcing? Global sourcing is defined as the process of identifying, developing, and utilizing the best source of supply for the enterprise or for the manufacturing unit, regardless of its location and regardless of the place where the product is going to be sold out. So global sourcing has four contexts, four important things. One is local context. Next one is enabling infrastructure. Next one is opportunity, and the last one is political noise. So in the local context, product safety, business ethics, environment, and human rights are to be followed. And in infrastructure enabling, the risks that are all involved in the manufacturing of the product, the delay, reason for delay, and supply chain network follow-up failure, all these things comes into picture. Then the opportunity, it informs the or it considers the quality, low grade materials or high grade materials are used, or how the outcome of the final product will be, all those things. So in the political noise, the legal issues are taken care. So global sourcing on rice, the supply chain management cycle with the sourcing and logistics is shown here. Here the modeling and simulation of the supply chain network, sourcing of all the required products, warehousing of the finished products, uh, dispatching or transportation or logistics of the products manufactured in industry, and assessing the life cycle management of the product through various modes, and finally the demand planning and forecasting of the product. It may be a sold product or it may be an upcoming product. All these things are very much essential in global sourcing with logistics also. The next one is the sourcing entail. So the global sourcing entails identifying, evaluating, negotiating, and configuring the supply across multiple geographies to reduce costs, maximize performance, and mitigate risks. So SCM is also a cornerstone of total cost management, which we call as TCM, a technological and a process framework for the optimal alignment, management, and control of the total cost of ownership for any supply relationships. So the tactical and initial initial considerations, and the ordering or operational considerations are given here, where the purchasing function takes place in both the directions, and the sourcing and supply also takes place in both the directions. The next comes the global sourcing factors. So the factors that are to be considered for any SCM global sourcing are as follows: material cost, transportation cost, inventory carrying cost, cross-border taxes, duty cost, and so on. So these are all some of the major factors that are to be considered for any successful global sourcing. And supply manager role, that is role of a project manager, is shown here. Next one is the HS code. So the HS code is a globally accepted 6 to 10 digit code, which is used in a main thing in the global sourcing process. So it is the international trade requires that these codes to be assigned, that is harmonized prior to any goods crossing a country border. Next one is value chain, which is very important when we speak about the global sourcing. That is consulting, application services, infrastructure services, business process outsourcing. So this is a closed loop supply chain where the Ebony Retail Holdings CEO Lalit Kumar said that the markets where Indian chains are focusing for bargains are China, Malaysia, Indonesia, Middle East, and Europe. Popular merchandise include home decor, fashion accessories, furniture, and consumer electronics. Much of it is also sold as private labels, he added. So these are all some of the closed loop supply chain steps which are essential. So the closed loop supply chain, and then global sourcing, and the previously discussed value chain, all are important for any global sourcing or any information supply chain. So sourcing plans India retail at present nearly 10% of Walmart's procurement is from China. The retail chain has recently come to India to shop for leather products as well. So emerging changes in global textile and apparel landscape are shown here. So consumer trends are being changed. Retail trends are also being changed due to the rapid growth of e-commerce, direct-to-consumer brands, and from fast fashion to slow fashion. Sourcing trends, that is relocation of factories from other countries to India, product trends like antimicrobial finishes, matte finishes, disposable materials, and so on. So these are all some of the global sourcing of supply chain network. Thanks a lot for watching the video.